Prince Harry could face US deportation after making one very foolish mistake. Prince Harry's foolish remarks in his memoir Spare could lead to him being deported from the US, as comments made by a US ambassador have further heightened his ongoing lawsuit over there. Jane Hartley, the American ambassador in the UK, said that any deportation action against the Duke of Sussex was not going to happen in the Biden administration, a claim which has now been submitted in court papers filed by the Heritage Foundation. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. The Foundation is a conservative think tank who have brought a case to have Harry's visa details be released so that it can be determined whether or not he lied about his previous drug use to gain access to the US with Meghan Markle. In his memoir Spare, the Duke recalled using a number of drugs, including cocaine and magic mushrooms, something that would usually prevent a person entering the US, and Donald Trump has hinted that he may deport Harry if he wins the election this year. Royal writer Lady Colin Campbell spoke to the Daily Beast about these revelations. Harry was criticized for being both stupid and arrogant by publicizing his use of illegal drugs in his memoir. But what this intervention by the American ambassador shows us is that the Biden administration were prepared to allow the king's son into the country regardless of what rules he may or may not have broken. So, maybe he knew he would get away with it. The issue that perhaps Harry hadn't thought about so clearly is what would happen if there were to be a change of government. If Trump wins, Harry may well come to regret these very foolish remarks, made no doubt at the urging of his publisher to sell a few more books. The reality is that no foreigner has an inviolable right to enter another country. You can be made a persona non grata at the drop of a hat. An immigration lawyer also explained to the publication that Harry's visa situation could be negatively impacted by the ongoing political debate in the US. They said, Department of State decisions are discretionary, and very susceptible to political influence. His visa could be cancelled. He could be denied entry upon return to the US from foreign travel for inadmissibility due to prior drug usage, despite an unexpired visa in his passport. There are many scenarios where political influence could impact Harry's ability to re-enter the US. Royal author Tom Quinn told The Mirror that with Harry being keen to be as open as possible in his book, he probably did not consider the potential fallout that would come with his admissions. He said, "It would never have occurred to Harry that being really open about his drug use in Spare might lead to problems with his US visa application. He's incredibly naive, having grown up in a world where everything is done for you and you are automatically given advice and lent on to do the right thing." Since Meghan Markle and Prince Harry stepped away from their duties as working royals back in 2020, they have blasted the royal family multiple times in a high-profile televised interview with Oprah Winfrey, as well as Harry's bombshell memoir, Spare. An unnamed source, speaking to OK! Magazine, said, "It would never bother Meghan if she didn't see William and Kate again and sadly knows that there is no relationship between her children and George, Charlotte, and Louis. She would have loved that to happen, but the Waleses have made it clear they don't want it." It comes as Meghan Markle is worried Prince Harry wants to reconcile with his sister-in-law, following her public cancer diagnosis, with the source adding Meghan faces a losing battle when it comes to Harry trying to sort out his differences with his family in the UK. The Fab Four was a name given to the quartet that once was Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Princess Kate, and Prince William. The Fab Four made an appearance in February 2018, where they discussed the Royal Foundation. Although body language expert, Judy James, thinks there were red flags within the dynamic. She said, "Like any new team, there were signs of differences in terms of approach and delivery style, and the mantra forming, storming, norming, performing that describes the 4 stages of team formation looked true of this family group as much as it would of an office-based team."